So we got a parcel yesterday. It is an archery based parcel. We have some 32-inch, I think there's a dozen in there, 32-inch 50-pound arrow shafts, 50-pound spine arrow shafts. They're amazingly bendy. I didn't think they'd be that bendy. These are 5/16, so they're quite small, but they should be alright, as long as I remember not to shoot them out of compound bow. So, I've got some sticks. Along with the sticks, we have some really rather cushy feathers. It's difficult to see with the camera. We've got some white ones, 2 dozen of them, and some really nice blue ones. We've got a dozen of them. We've got some pieces of bone slices for reinforcing the knocking points on the sticks, which will become arrows. We've got a bag of nice shiny brass points, which probably won't stay shiny or pointy for very long once I start using them. These are 100 grain points. Again, you have to make sure you order the right size of everything. We have a giant pencil sharpener, which is for putting the cones on the end of the arrow. I'm not sure which one does which, so I'm going to have to check it first. See if I can find a piece of wood outside I can use for a test. And we've got some twine. This is linen twine. So, as you can probably guess, from what I've just got out of that box over there and put on the table here, Robert's going to be making himself a dozen arrows. The reason I'm going to do this way is because, number one, I've always wanted to make a set of arrows, and number two, the aluminium arrows, they're getting broken quite a lot now, where I'm shooting at short range indoors and my accuracy and form is improving. This dozen arrows costs the same as, I think, 6 of the normal jazzy 1916s that I use. So they're nearly half the price. I've never made arrows before, so I won't have a clue what I'm doing. Well, I do have a clue what I'm doing. We'll cut a slot in there. We insert some of this bone slice in there and glue it in, and then sand it back so it's nice and smooth. Got a pencil. So if we've got our bone slot cut down here, like this, on each side. If our bone slot's cut in like that, we put our knock that way, opposed, 90 degrees opposed, and then that reinforces it. Aside from that, the rest of it's pretty plain cut, I think. Put a chamfer on one end to glue these on with. Whether I use Flex Tight or hot glue, I don't really know. I'll try Flex Tight to start with. It seems like quite a good glue. It seems multi-purpose. It's flexible but quite strong. The hot glue tends to get a bit brittle. It's coming on winter now in the UK, so I don't really want to use brittle glue. I will, however, put a few dobs of glue on these before I tie them on with a piece of string. I was going to try and dye this black, but the chestnut season is done, so I can't get any chestnuts to at least darken this string down, so I'll have to use a light on for now, or use a dye on, I'm not too sure. But if it's natural linen thread, it should be quite easy to dye. But these are all for the Khan bow. I do have not a competition recurve, but a training bow, so a TDO1. And a couple of sets of limbs for it, but I don't think I'll shoot these out of that. I'm going to try and keep the traditional arrows with the traditional bow. I'm not allowed this for another 10 days yet, because this is a birthday present from my wife. So I'm not allowed to play with any of this stuff until my birthday. But hey, such is life. When you get gifts, you're at the mercy of someone else as to when you can use or not use them. I will put this all back in the cupboard before she comes home from work and tells me off for looking at it. And I'll keep you updated. Once I've made a couple of them and I've sussed out roughly how to do it, I'll chuck a video up of one or two. I mean, making 1 or 2 arrows. I don't think it's going to be as easy as I think it is to get a good arrow out of it, but hey, I'm normally pretty good with these things. I've made plenty of stuff in my time, so making a set of arrows shouldn't be too much of a problem. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep your eyes peeled for updates on the channel.